Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live's favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course, pandasubs.com, discount code TDL for 25% off. All right. So we are today doing a camp battle that we didn't expect to do, but this will be our last one. And they'll probably do like a little 53 or before training camp, final 53 next week. But Cam Miller versus Aidan O'Connell. Something happened. Carter Bradley got cut. So here we are. And there must be some kind of, obviously they want to keep Cam Miller. Because they only got three quarterbacks right now. They're probably going to keep three quarterbacks. Is who becomes the number two. For sure. But other news, Christian Wilkins is on the PUP list. What are your thoughts on that, man? We expected that, right?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty much expected. And I do get a little bit more nervous now. I know I talked about it earlier. Like if he was going to miss time during training camp, that's when I'd start to get a little worried. So it's not comforting, but I think we kind of expected this. I think Vinny said the expectation or the hope was that he'd be ready by August. So obviously starting camp here at the end of July, it's not like there's any sort of breaking news or anything like that, or any sort of crazy news, I should say. And I think the biggest thing is too, like, is he going to be ready to go for the season? Because the PUP list right now doesn't really mean much, right? Like you're not really using a roster spot. It just basically means you're not practicing and you're still recovering from an injury. Like it's no big deal. Like the bigger issue becomes if he stays on it throughout training camp and then has to miss the first, 4 games, maybe 6 games of the season, that's when you start to get that's when it starts to become a really big issue. But obviously it's just not comforting to see with all the news that's happened this past summer between, the news that he had the setback. And then now, of course, not going to begin practicing with the team at the start of training camp. So I do think probably at the very least lead to a slow start for him and have him to play catch up throughout whenever he comes back in training camp and all that stuff. But not the worst thing that happened, but it's not comforting when we'd like to get some good news on this front. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I was talking about how I wanted him to kind of just sit out to week 5. I feel like at this point, rush him back, it's just really no point to do that. I really expect him to get nothing from training camp. I mean, if he feels like he's healthy and they decide that he's healthy too, I guess they can go with that. But I think, maybe sometimes it's better to protect an older player, because, he's still under contract for 2 more years. They could protect him a little bit and, kind of just keep it going, keep the flow going for at least 5 games. And maybe it's 6. But I think they can get through that stretch of the, the season or the early season schedule where they might not be able to need him, because I think when it gets into the later part of this schedule, you're going to need Christian Wilkins. So I think that could be the outlook for it for me, but we'll see what they do. If they trust him and he's out there week 1, he's out there week 1. Just hopefully he performs well.
Yeah, and to your point too, like with the bigger dude who's I think Christian Wilkins 290, maybe pushing 300 pounds, like and a foot injury that you've already had a setback in, it's a broken bone. You definitely want to ease that back in before you do something even worse, because he's a bigger dude is going to have a lot more weight, a lot more stress on that foot. So maybe you're right. It is a little bit smarter to kind of ease him back into this and just not rush him. And even if he is, maybe he could play by week 2 or week 3 and be 100%, but just to kind of keep the training wheels on for a little bit longer, thinking about the long-term vision. And again, I think, 4 weeks, maybe you can get by and have him in there for that 5th game or something like that. Hopefully things don't get too derailed or anything like that in the season. But I think with where they're at, they could definitely afford to do that for a short-term fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. All right. So, our main topic is because Carter Bradley got cut. We probably wouldn't be doing this if Carter Bradley got cut, because we want to do Carter Bradley versus Cam Miller, right? We weren't going to do that.
Yeah.
But now it kind of feels like it's a legit competition. Carter Bradley getting cut was shocking, though. I was a little bit shocked by that. I was surprising.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe Cam Miller is just outperforming him. But what are your thoughts, man?
Well, part of the Carter Bradley, this is a little bit of a side note on this. The timing of it was weird because, maybe they liked what they saw from Cam Miller, but you'd think if that was the case, they would have done it a lot closer to when they broke for the summer, right? But they did it I mean, it was a few days before the rookies reported. Obviously, Carter Bradley's not in that group.
Mhm.
Not like they got like new information in like the 5 weeks between the end of OTAs and the when they actually ended up cutting him. So part of me like wonders, just putting my tinfoil hat on here. It's like, are they talking to someone else that they think they can bring in because they have an open roster spot. Uh,
Yeah,
they have a glaring need at cornerback, so maybe there's something moving there. But maybe they're going to bring in another quarterback to make it a 4-man or to have 4 people in the group and to make it another competition during training camp. But it is the timing of it is weird, and I think, like you said, I think it speaks pretty highly to what Christian Miller would probably showed during OTAs and minicamp, and obviously the coaching staff thinks pretty highly of him. We know Brady likes him a lot, and
yeah,
every time I watch Cam Miller film, I just can't stop thinking like now I see why Brady likes you so much because there's so many like mechanically sound things from him, so I can see
yeah.
him impressing guys. And I do think it's interesting now. It's like, okay, are they gonna? If these going to be the 3 quarterbacks that they have, then these are the ones that they're going to roster, or are they going to do kind of what they did last year, where they only roster 2 and then keep 1 on the practice squad or something like that, and go about that route? So is it going to be a legit competition between Cam Miller and Aidan O'Connell for that QB2 spot, or is it just going to be these are the 3 guys they're going to roll with for the entire season?
Yeah, it's interesting just cutting Carter Bradley right now, too, even if you had that idea, because I mean,
Yeah,
who's playing the preseason? I mean, is Cam Miller going to play the whole
I guess
time?
it
Like,
can maybe.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's why it's weird because I feel like a preseason you should have 4 quarterbacks because I mean the third game, right? I mean we got um the third preseason game, like really nobody's going to play, right? It's not going to be like any starters, so you got to
yeah,
have some. I mean, unless you have Cam Miller play the whole game, right? You're not gonna have Aiden O'Connell play the whole game. I mean, Aiden O'Connell probably will play a lot the first game, right? He probably be
yeah.
a starter, probably for most of the preseason. I think he probably be started for the first 2 games, and then maybe Cam Miller starts the third game. But does Cam Miller just play the whole game, or they got to bring somebody else in? I mean, because they cut the dude from UNLV too earlier.
Oh, Haj Malik.
Yeah,
They did. That's right. I forgot he was on the team yet. Yeah, I didn't realize they
yeah.
got rid of him already.
They got rid of him. There's only got 3 quarterbacks, so that's
Hmm.
why it was weird to me. It's not even about maybe Cam Miller just outplayed him in the OTAs and they felt like they could just roll with 3 quarterbacks. It's more about when you have 4 quarterbacks in camp, it's more about just having bodies for preseason. Like you
Yeah,
just can't have all these quarterbacks out there, right? I mean, you think about last year. Carter Bradley got to play the whole 49ers game, and he was the 4th quarterback. You know what I mean? I think right. Or he's
he's played the second half because Peterman started the game. Remember?
See, Brian Nathan
Yeah,
Peterford. You know what I mean? Like that's what I
they
mean.
brought.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say they brought in Peterman like in like the beginning of camp, if I remember right. He didn't start camp, but like they cut. What was that guy? Uh, I'm drawing a blank. He was Oregon quarterback Anthony Brown. There we
Yeah,
go.
D Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on there for like a week. He was on the team for like a week, and then they brought Nate Pete in.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like so,
Yeah,
they probably are going to bring somebody else in just for a
yeah,
body. You know what I mean?
hmm
And I don't know what Pete Carroll's done in preseason before, but I guess Seahawks guys did play a lot in preseason. Now that I think about it, I mean, because remember Derek Carr's breakout game, but that was 10 years ago. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
but that was a 4th preseason game though. Like even then, a 4th preseason game that they're playing is crazy. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes with Pete Carroll, but man, just having 3 quarterbacks going into a NFL training camp is just odd, in my opinion.
yeah. Very weird. Normally you'd think you'd see 4, which again, I forgot about Haj Malik Williams. I forgot he was on the team. I didn't realize they got rid of him too. So yeah, I feel like they're probably going to bring in one more guy, but it's interesting. But I don't think it'll be someone who we really expect to make the roster. Probably just like you said, a camp body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of those UFL guys, maybe.
Maybe. You know what I mean? Bringing in Adrian Martinez or something. I don't
What
know.
was it? Who's the guy? Is it Luis Perez? That's like the spring football legend. He's like I think he's won like an MVP or something like that. Maybe a couple championships. He's played in like all 3 leagues at different stages.
Yeah, Spring League Hall of Famer Luis Perez.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Spring League Hall of Famer over there. Yeah, bring him in. Let's see what he can do.
Hey, it's not the NFL Hall of Fame, it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So Luis might have a gold jacket one day.
Great point, right? Great point. He's a Pro Football Hall of Fame. Luis Perez, UFL, 3-time UFL champion, 2-time UFL MVP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, dude. So let's get to the film. Let's do Aiden O'Connell first.
Okay.
All right, so we're getting to Aiden O'Connell here. So I'm just gonna do all 3 levels. We'll start short here. I'm not gonna get into too much of his athleticism. I think it's just kind of beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
All right, so Aiden O'Connell, I mean, what he does best is these short passes. So here's one to Jacoby Myers. What I really like about this one is you get a little drive concept here. So you're getting a deep dig and then a drag here, right? It looks like they're playing cover 3 here.
Yeah.
And then he just does a good job of, we'll see in the back end, this is 3rd down too, of just, looking to Abdullah and then getting to his second guy here. And making that throw. Now, a little bit behind Jacoby Myers, but it's just, I like the processing on this one.
Yeah, because he keeps 5 wide and keeps that window open too with that little eye manipulation.
Yeah, so he looks to that side, right? And then comes right here in the middle. Makes a nice little throw. Of course, you have to have the good offensive line play with Aidan O'Connell. But when his mechanics are right and he has his feet right, like just like this, he gets his feet set, pointed the target, he's pretty accurate. Short. We'll get into that later, but there you go. Boom. Hit that throw right there. 1st down. All right. So here's another one short here. So you're getting a little mesh concept from Bowers and Tucker running the mesh here. Right. And Brock Bowers just left wide open. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's cool. He's chasing somebody, I guess.
That's what we call a coverage bust. Kool-Aid had a few of them last year.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to be playing quarters here, but that's fine. As you can see, this one too is kind of the same thing. Looks to the outlet, then comes back to the middle. Reads it right. So you have Tucker and Bowers open it up here, and he does a good job of just kind of has plenty of time. Great work by the offensive line. See all the pancakes there. Makes a nice little throw there right in the middle of the field. But like I said, it's just good processing here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some of the things you see from him, right? And of course, you got the little choice route here where these slants, he does a really good job of making these throws and these slants here too. Just quick 3-step drop here out of shotgun. Good timing. This is a choice route. Somebody asked me on Twitter, how do I know it's a choice route? I mean, it's just I've been watching so much film. This is definitely a choice route. But also, if you want to know it's a choice route, you can see how O'Connell waits. Because if he's just running a slant inside route here, he's gonna throw it. He's throwing it early, but he's waiting to see where he goes, and then boom, then throws it.
Also, too, when they're playing off the DB's leverage, that's another good indication too.
Yeah. All right, Devontae Adams used to mess him up on these things because Devontae Adams was like the guy would be do it inside, do it outside leverage, but Devontae Adams would force himself inside.
That's funny.
It's hilarious. And then yeah, he does a good job on these slants though. He does a good job on these slants on these little short throws here. So here's another one. This is a what I realized last year, which I looked at the stats because you get a little bit of a blitz here you get Warner coming off the edge. He's going to come free here, and what I looked at the stat last year, Aiden O'Connell, he had a 67% completion percentage and a 108 rating against the blitz.
Oh damn!
3 touchdowns, didn't throw a pick. You just see just understanding exactly where to go with football, the hot read, right?
Yeah.
He goes hot right away, right? He's got a free guy. He goes hot right before. This is a great catch by Brock Bowers, by the way. Brock Bowers not even looking for this football. It's anticipates it. He knows exactly where he's going to be. He throws it right here in this area because he knows this is where Brock Bowers is going to be. It's a great throw here. Boom. And a great catch from Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
So, But this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's just on these short passes, especially against the blitz. He does a good job of just getting rid of this football, know exactly where to go, where his hot routes are. So, I mean, these are the positives of Aiden O'Connell. He has some pretty positive. It was better than his rookie year. I'll just say that. But there's just times where he's just gonna miss some throws, and I think it's just sometimes it's just when his feet are off and things aren't perfect for him. So I mean, they do a good job of picking up his blitz here, right? And
Yeah.
everything's covered. Looks like they're playing some look like some quarters here. Or but yeah, quarters here, right? And Steelers are doing a good job. They're getting lots of depth. They're kind of closing up
Yeah.
every single window, right? And he does a good job of not forcing this and then coming down to Harrison Bryant here where he needs to. And this is a first down, it's 3rd and 4, right in the middle of that
Yeah.
game. But he just sails it.
Yeah, it was wide open.
Yeah. And as I'm saying, like it's the processing's great. It's just you just got to make this throw, man. You got to. This is why why you're not a starter at this point.
Yeah.
And we'll get into why he's really not a starter, but this is one of the reasons. And it's just like the feet get a little messed up and twisted up here, because he's trying to come down to it, so he doesn't. And he tries to just toss it. He just like gun it to him as hard as he can. You see, he just puts his all into his throw. I mean, it's just he's wide open, man. Just throw it to him. Give him a nice little toss.
Front foot got way out of whack.
Yeah.
Opens up his hips. Yeah.
I mean, you still should have caught it, but that's what it is. It's the NFL, but it is what it is. We're not going to get to that too much. All right. So one thing that impressed me last year was he was a lot better deep passer than he was in, I would say, 2023. I think we saw that as an issue for him in 2023, but he had a 40% completion percentage on deep passes. So he really improved there. This is one of my favorite throws from him on deep pass, kind of throwing it inside shoulder here, forcing Jacoby Myers to adjust. Makes it just throws a dime right there. This is getting some tight coverage here.
Yeah. It's against McDuffie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing a little match 3 there. Carry the vertical. And then this nice throw right there, back shoulder. Boom. Little smash concept there. And you see how nice this throw is from the backside. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if he has the time, right? Gets a good time, gets his feet set. He can make a good, accurate throw. You just see where this is at. Like, he's, McDuffie's all over that, but boom, this is just a great throw right there. Back shoulder.
Nice ball.
All right, so here's another one against the Chiefs where he was just, dropping bombs everywhere. This is the can Aiden O'Connell be the starter game?
This was probably his best game as a pro. Probably his best game as a pro. He was hitting on the deep ball.
Yeah, right. And then this is a kind of double post concept here, right? And what I like about this one from Scott Turner is that it holds this corner on this comeback, and he's able to just kind of just toss it right there, perfectly right to Brock Bowers for a touchdown. So yeah, on the deep passes, he did really well. I believe he lots of good throws here. You can see just by reading this, understanding that this corner has his eyes here, that he's going to have this wide open lane here, especially with the safety so worried about Trey Tucker. Because Trey Tucker already, well, not yet, but Trey Tucker is, he wins deep. So they're a little bit worried about that. Stayed over top of it and just made a great throw right there. Touchdown. And here's this one against the Steelers here. Just watch it real quick and I'll bring it back. Nice little throw here. Boom. Right over the top there. Of course, a great catch by DJ Turner. But I like him being aggressive on this one because, right? I mean, it is looks like it's basically covered. This is cover 3 basically because this guy's all the way over here. It's a different look of cover 3, but that's what it is, right? And it's just DJ Turner's just he's kind of running that out and up, right? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some good timing there. And I mean, you can make the case that he probably shouldn't throw this ball because this guy's over the top. But I like how he basically made it where DJ Turner had to make a tough catch, but also, not get popped here.
Yeah.
Boom. Make a good catch there. Great catch by DJ Turner. Nice little play, man. But yeah, the deep passes were a lot better, just overall on film.
Yeah.
Here's another one. You get with Jacoby Myers. You got to get a little wheel route here from Jacoby Myers. Just throw that ball right there.
I feel like a lot of the deep balls, like it's not perfect, but his timing's gotten a lot better, which helps make up for the below average arm.
Yeah. So what I like about with this concept, you're getting the little kind of the drive concept again, right? Because you get the dig from Terrence Marshall there, so you're getting a drive with the wheel. So I really like this concept. You get the wheel, and then you get the drive concept, right? I mean, we're going to see some of these concepts with Chip Kelly. They're just going to look a lot more fancier. Let's just say that. It's going to be the same concept, just looking more fancy. And he knew exactly where to go with this football, right? As soon as that, you can see him either safety. As soon as that safety went that way, take it back a little bit. As soon as that safety moved, just opened his hips, right? He knew exactly where to go with that football. And Jacoby Myers brought that ball in. So this is what I'm talking about. Like he does a good job of reading the field, though. Like he reads the field like a starter. But after this clips, I'm going to show you why he's not a starter. And this is the big reason why he can't win this job outright and hasn't. Because you're watching. So I mean, it's not this bad, Marcus. Like this is some positive clips. All right, I got one more. I got one more deep ball though, this is one of my favorite throws too that he made on this one, which is a great route by Brock Bowers. Because this looks like basically it's cover zero here, right?
Yeah.
And what Bowers does is he gets this safety just all messed up. He's doing what's that called, karaoke? He's doing the karaoke drill. But this is a great throw under pressure by Aidan O'Connell too, as you see here. Boom. There's pressure coming. It's a great throw, clutch throw too. But this play's all set up by the route by Brock Bowers, kind of setting it up and then coming inside right there. Boom. Makes a great throw. So like I said, consistently hitting those deep passes, man. Consistently hit the deep passes. But the problem with Aidan O'Connell, I'm going to stop it here. The problem with Aidan O'Connell is intermediate passes, okay? He had a 52% completion percentage on intermediate passes last year, which is bad, okay? I mean, it's not good, right? And he just misses these throws all the time. And this is how you win. In the NFL, you have to hit these dicks consistently. And if you don't, you're not going to be a starter. And that's this. I was watching this. I was like, oh, this is why you're not a starter. But I'm going to start with the positive. We can start with the positive. Get another little drive concept here. Get a little drag here from Jacoby Myers. Kind of the same concept you saw before. So he's going to go to Bowers this time. So looks to his left. Not there. All right, you guys cover three. Of course, Bowers just runs a great route. And I love the timing on this one coming backside because he comes backside. Of course, you need plenty of time to do this. Right, because backside hits Bowers right there, a nice accurate throw. So if he was able to do this more consistently, he'd be Geno Smith wouldn't be here. I'm gonna tell you guys that. You guys would be mad about it, but Geno Smith would not be here if he could do this more consistently. Because what happens is it usually looks like this. So we're getting play action. You're gonna get a deep dig here from Jacoby Myers here, right? Play action, basically Yankee concept. You get that post route from Trey Tucker. Or actually a corner route. He confused me. I thought we're getting usual Yankee. We're getting a different look. But Jacoby Myers wins here, right? He beats his corner. You're like, okay, play action, right? He's wide open. Great read by Aidan O'Connell. Perfect read. He read it right. Got the wide open guy. But he just throws behind him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the timing that he with these throws, or if he's just trying to throw it to the guy instead of throwing it to the spot.
Yeah.
Right, anticipating a little bit better. Because that throw with Brock Bowers is perfect, right? But it's like we're gonna see in the throw against the Chiefs here. It's like he's throwing it to Jacoby Myers. Like right, he's expecting Myers to stop or something. I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening with this throw, but it's just awful. It's way behind him, and he does this all the time. And it's a huge. This is literally why he's not a starter in the NFL. I'm telling you. Because if he makes that throw, then Myers might be running in the end zone. And they put up like 30 something on the Saints. You know what I mean? Here's another throw. I mean, this is a big throw to me because they lost to the Chiefs by 2 points, right? So this is third down, right? It's a big third down, getting a mesh concept, and then you're gonna get a dig on top of them. It's like a drive mesh. I'm telling you, I mean, Scott Turner's not that bad, man. He's not that bad. So getting a mesh here with the drive concept, right? A little chip, and like I said, O'Connell reads this great. This is the right read. You want to throw it here, right? Perfect read. Look at all this area for Jacoby Myers to run. Jacoby Myers can make people miss. And like he just throws it to Nick Bolton. I don't know why this plays so funny. You know what I mean? Because literally, if you just that's what I'm talking about, and we'll see it on the backside. I showed this one backside, with the end zone view. But it's like, man, you have to make this throw in the NFL.
I feel like part of the problem is he's late. Like he didn't anticipate it coming open, but that ball should have been out by the time he was throwing it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you watch it from this end here. Watch. I mean, right. I mean, you're looking at it. Okay, it's not there. Right. And this is another time he doesn't get his feet set, right? Doesn't get his feet right where he's pointing at it. But still, like, this is what I mean. Like, he's throwing it at Myers, right? Myers is a moving target. Like, you got to throw it like here where he's moving and he throws it at him.
Lucky that didn't get picked.
I know. But these are the throws of why he's not a starter. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, if he makes this throw, I mean, like, Jacoby Myers might still be running.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one-off play action. And like I said, right read is a great read, great play call. Right, you getting play action here. Boom, play action. Getting that great play call against a little cover one man. Looks like I'll try to use a man match because I mean Bolton's not guarding anybody.
Yeah.
Right. Neither is Tranquil. But this is wide open, man. This is the right read. Again, great read, Aidan. But he just throws into the ground. You know what I mean? Like, this is literally the stuff. This is why he's not a starter.
It's frustrating because, correct me if I'm wrong, I felt like he was decent at these intermediate throws as a rookie, right?
No, even as a rookie, I think he struggled with these throws a little bit.
Gotcha.
If I could go back, I didn't go back and look, but I just from my memory, right?
Gotcha.
It's just bad, man. So yeah, that's why Aidan O'Connell's not we're doing this film because of those throws, in my opinion. I'm serious, I'm dead serious. If he makes those throws, like let's just say he just makes that one throw against the Chiefs, and then he makes that other throw to Jacoby Myers against the Chiefs, like that game, the flow of the game is totally different, right? I mean, the Raiders, even if they get a field goal, Jacoby Myers doesn't score, they get a field goal, it's still 3 more points. You know, they are down 17-19, right? I mean, throws like that is why he's not a long-term NFL starter, right? And at best, he is your backup that can come in and steal a couple games for you, right? And it is what it is, you know, at this point in his career. You know, it's just not something that he does really well overall, is those intermediate throws. And if you can't do that in the NFL, you're just not going to be a starter. So, yeah, I mean, that's why, you know, Cam Miller might have a chance to kind of, you know, get past him a little bit if he doesn't play well in the preseason, in my opinion. Because, like, if there's going to be a pure competition with play, it's going to be between those two for sure.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that like has always bugged me about Aidan O'Connell is like the consistency, whether it's like throw to throw or game by game. Like that's kind of like, and I think that's something you pointed out too. Like he had the one like decent dig that he threw, and then has 3 more that he just misses. It's like you see the flashes, and like if you just watch like a few of the highlights, you'll sit there and wonder why he's not the starter, why he's not like kind of putting together, or at least like considered like the quarterback of the future. But then when you watch like the full sample size, it's like, man, like you just missed too much to be an NFL starting quarterback. And I think when we look at him compared to a guy like Cam Miller is a lot more consistent. At least he was in college. Obviously, it's yet to be seen in the NFL, and things can change dramatically. But like that's one thing that I think Cam Miller's is his strength is like he's pretty consistent down to down and throw to throw.
Yeah, and there's another throw against the Saints that he hit against Jacoby Myers, which was a great throw on a anticipation dig throw. But if you're not hitting those consistently, man, and you keep missing them, then when we need you to make that throw, I mean, because that's how you eat in the NFL. Talk about Joe Burrow and him throwing deep ball. How Joe Burrow eats. He eats on the dig. Jared Goff has made a living off it. I mean, right? I mean, he's made a living off it, and he's been taking the Lions to the playoffs, throwing digs to St. Brown. Same thing with Matthew Stafford, any quarterback, NFL, Tom Brady, all these guys. You have to hit those dig routes, and that 15 to 20 yard area to really get chunk plays in the NFL. It's not all about throwing deep passes. You see about 8 of those a game, but you might see like 15 to 20 of you hitting those dig routes and stuff like that. So you have to be able to hit those throws, and if you're not, man, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's do some Cam Miller, bro. Yeah.
All right. So one of the first things that I think stands out about Cam Miller's game is just the way he works through his progression. And what I want you guys to look at specifically is just how his feet are married to his eyes. Like we're going to see him like every time he's like going through his reads, he's moving his feet with them. Like you'll see on this play against Colorado, he's going to originally look at the front side and these three options, but none of them end up getting open. So he just works back to the backside, and like you'll see it here. Like he opens up. I think he might be looking at the out first, and then just kind of finds the check down here, the back on the angle route out of the backfield. But the entire time, like his feet are moving, and they're tied to his eyes. And then you see on this one, hits the check down with some good accuracy to lead for some yak. See a good view of it here. Good view of his feet from the end zone view. You can see like boom. We're reading the front side. We draw a straight line from his eyes to his like feet back down there. Same thing. Still. Now he does open up a little bit here on the throw. Maybe that's why it's not quite, or the ball dies on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Even so, he's at least got good footwork throughout the process that it's not as big of a deal.
Yeah, he's very mechanically sound for sure.
Yeah, almost robotic when he's going through the progression, which is good. This one you can see a little bit too. Again, same kind of thing. Goes up to the front side here against on the 2 receiver side at the wide side of the field. Doesn't like it. Comes off it and then just hits this little whip route. And like again, same thing. Just watch his feet. Boom, boom. Like that subtle move right here. Get him open and able to hit that whip route.
Yeah.
Again, lead to some extra yak. That's the other thing is he's pretty damn accurate on these short throws to help lead his receivers. And this one too, like you'll see it get some pressure. Got some pressure coming in with coming in the pocket with that free rusher on the blitzer, and just delivers a nice ball.
Yeah, it's great timing too on that one.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get to the timing in a few. Little preview. Again, same thing here. I like that one too. This one has some pretty good timing here on the curl route. You'll see he's going to open to the 3 receiver side. Doesn't like it, or comes off it pretty quick just because we don't have a numbers advantage, right? South Dakota State has 4 DBs to cover 3 receivers, so he's quick to come off of it. Feet stay tied to the eyes, and then he realizes I got a one-on-one matchup here with a cornerback that's on an island, looking like he's trying to play in a trail technique with his back to me on a curl route, and just throws it with good timing right out of that receiver's break. Like you can see the receivers just looking for the ball, and Miller, like you can see, he's already let it go. Picks up the 3rd down conversion. Yeah, see those feet. Nice clean. Also, I like this too. Like you can kind of see it on this one. He's like athletic in the pocket. Like he's got his feet moving in the pocket, but he's not like dancing back there. Not like he's like got happy feet.
Yeah.
Just smooth.
Yeah, he's got great poise. That's one of my favorite things about him is the poise.
Yeah, for sure. Same kind of thing here. This time of night hits the backside dig. There you go. This is what we're talking about here. Making money. Backside digs.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, nothing's open here on the front side. Maybe you could hit the check down. But with 19 here, he's in a pretty good spot to take that tight end away and take the check down away on the rallying tackle. Just comes back to the backside, hits that window, and we get the first down.
Yeah.
Throws like this could be the difference between him and Aidan O'Connell, or him for that backup job.
Exactly, dude.
I will say we'll see better examples of this too. The one thing that concerns me is like if you just watch the trajectory of this ball, it kind of like arcs to get there. His arm is not very strong. He does not have an NFL arm right now. That's for sure. Like that ball's kind of floated.
Yeah, he throws floaters. That's for sure.
For sure. This last one here, again, just working through the reads, doesn't force anything. And I like this too. Like it makes a nice throw on the run here. They get stopped or they catch it inside the 1 yard line, so it doesn't go for a touchdown. But same thing, like just marrying his feet to his hands. Nothing's open here on the 3 receiver side. And he gets a little bit of pocket movement. Now, I consider it still a clean pocket. Like you can see, like Zabel's starting to lose a little bit because just because they're blocking for 4 or 5 seconds. So you can see Miller's internal clock kind of go off. And when it's not like Gardner Minshew where he's just bailing out of the pocket. Like he's kind of taking his time and just buying a little bit more time for himself. And then on top of it, making a nice throw on the run to set up third and goal from the 1 or inside the 1.
Yeah, that's that poise right there, bro. You have that poise, you just don't get flustered.
Exactly. Again, moving on to a few nice throws of him beating the zone. Another dig route here too. I think you showed this one earlier when you're doing his breakdown after the draft. But get a little cover 3 here concept here from Colorado. What I like about this too is like not only does he hit the dig with good timing to take advantage of this window between these 3 defenders, but he also throws it on the back shoulder because with the cover 3, like this corner is going to be trying to pass it off to the linebacker. So he knows he's going to be a little bit softer while this linebacker's waiting for him. Plus, if I could take a hit from a, I don't know, 190 pound linebacker or corner or a 200 pound linebacker, I'll take the corner every time. So he kind of protects his guy a little bit here and like lets him turn his back to that linebacker and hold on the ball for the first down. See it from the end zone here. Just great anticipation too. So these backside digs, they might be the difference, man.
Yeah, it is funny. That's like might be the main difference here because he does throw a good dig route. He does. Because there's another. Yeah, this is a great one. Yeah.
Another one too, just beating zone. I think might technically be a skinny post, but either way, same type of concept and same thing. Like just great timing, recognizes where the soft spot in the zone is, and attacks it. It's a little cover 2 concept. It looks like maybe cover 4.
Yeah,
and just beats it. Yeah, cover 2. But nice job. Again, nice ball to keep him away from the linebacker. What I like about this too is you'll see him kind of combining the first series that we're looking at. Where again, he's looking at the front side first, doesn't like anything there, and then his eyes are perfect. One thing I like about this is like you see him. Sorry about that. One thing I like about this is you see him. He's right here, like reading this linebacker.
Yeah.
And he sees the linebacker's got his hips pointed the other way. And we have the tight end on the drag route to keep that linebacker in the middle of the field. So now he just knows right where to go. Just snaps his head around.
Boom.
Go hit that dig or that skinny post. Top of it, too. Nice little layer throw to get it over this DB. Make sure that guy can't make a play on it.
Nice touch throw. You know what I'm saying? There's a big arm, but hey, we could make those touch throws.
He's got the short throws like O'Connell down, and then I think where his biggest advantage is the intermediate throws. But O'Connell probably's got a better deep ball at this point. This next one's not a zone throw; it's just a man coverage. But what I like about this one is he recognizes I got press coverage at the top on my top 2 receivers, but I have a slant versus off coverage, and then a blitzing linebacker. So this is just more than anything a great pre-snap read, where he knows where the pressure's coming, and then just basically throws right into the blitz, and it's an easy pitch and catch. And like you're talking about too, the poise in the pocket, like he knows this guy's going to be a free rusher, but he stays calm, doesn't panic, back foot hits the ground, get the ball out. Give us, I think this was the setup like 3rd and short, 3rd manageable. Not a highlight throw, but those are the throws that keep you ahead of the sticks and make offensive coordinators happy.
Yeah.
This last one here. Now, I like this play too because this is a great read. Like Montana State, they come out showing like they're going to run man, like a man concept or something like that, but they're going to roll into basically what's cover 3 cloud, where this slot defender is going to drop for the deep third. This safety rolls down while this one spins back into the cover the deep third, and then this guy just kind of covers the deep third too, and everyone else is just playing the underneath areas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit different of a look. And what he does a great job of is keeping the ball away from this guy, the middle linebacker, or the linebacker in the middle of the field. Or excuse me, keeping it away from the safety that rolled down. Their rotation screwed me. But again, just putting that on the back shoulder and just hitting that window. I will say again, this is another example where you can kind of see he doesn't have a ton of velocity on the ball. Like I do think he's got to get it stronger so he can drive it and really get it there, because this guy's going to be a lot more athletic in the NFL.
Exactly.
But the read is perfect. I'm getting into the timing. Little dig route here. Receiver actually kind of stumbles out of the break, but see, back foot hit the guy on the dig. Another great example of the poise. He's going to take a shot right after throwing this one.
It's a great timing.
Great timing, great poise. He's definitely willing to take one of the chops after, for sure. He's not gonna shy away from contact. Now, again, I've talked about his deep ball not being very good, but when he throws with good timing, he can get it out there and he can drop it in the bucket. Like you'll see this one, like he's going to see this safety rotate late. And I believe that's Bryce Lance at the top of the screen, their number 1 receiver. So he knows he has Lance on a go route with a one-on-one. So once he sees that safety's there, like you see kind of checks right here. He's looking there, sees the safety open his hips up, snaps his head around, and immediately gets it out there. And then he drops it in the bucket. Yeah. It's just with his margin for error on these deep balls is very thin because of his lack of arm strength. Like he has to be able to throw this on time. And this time he gets it out perfectly. But when he's not, like we'll see examples of that later.
Yeah, because I was surprised you found a deep pass. I could not find one.
There weren't many. This game against South Dakota, he had a few of them that he hit on, but it was all the same where he was just hitting it on in time and in rhythm. So here's another one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember if this was the playoff game or the regular season they had against South Dakota State, but yeah, this one he had a few like big time throws, but it's the same thing. Like just recognize you have the one-on-one, which pre-snap they made it easy for him with no safety in the middle of the field. And again, I think that's Lance at the top of the screen with a lot of space out into the sideline. So this is a pretty easy read. And he just hits that back foot and gets it out there. So he's accurate when throwing deep. He's just not always going to be able to get it out there. And if he's not on time, it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, it's probably the best time for him to throw deep is like in these red zone situations.
Exactly.
Like that, where he doesn't have to hitch or anything or try to throw a 60-yard pass,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trusting him on those ones just yet. Can't remember. I think might have seen this one before. But anyway, similar clip here that we saw before. Just great timing on this route to hit the curl. Yeah, I think this was a repeat from what earlier one.
Yeah, you're good.
Gotta fire my video editor.
He's terrible. You gotta get into it.
This one's gonna be
okay.
Yeah,
all right. Okay, Cam.
This is his best ball here. I forgot about this throw. This is a nice little 50-yard rope.
Yeah,
Yeah, same kind of thing, just on time, and like with the play action gets a little bit of help where like I think it freezes this at least this top safety. And I mean, got max protection on max protection with the one runner out.
Yeah, that's a bold concept.
Yeah, this is. We better win, or you. If this guy's not open, start taking off.
This is we out recruit you concept. That's what I call this.
Basically, yeah. I wonder if option 2 is to just yell fire like a field goal and then just start turning into QB draw. Like if he's not open.
Yeah, it's a great throw though. Great throw.
It was. Drop it in the bucket again. Again, nice little out route here. Just perfect timing.
Yeah.
Like the ball is damn near out of his hand, and the receiver's just starting to make his break towards the sideline. Again, nice read too against off coverage. It looks like maybe cover 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because what I like about Miller is that he knows he has a weak arm. Because if you're throwing the ball that early, you know your arm's not that big.
Yeah. And what I like too is like if he does get a little bit stronger, then he can be like, slightly later.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can get that out there, like you can see that ball kind of takes a while to get to the receiver.
Yeah.
If he can throw this with a little bit more heat on it and hit the receiver, maybe this guy can spin out of a tackle or something like that, and make it an even more explosive game. But the key here is Miller is still pretty good at throwing with anticipation and timing to be able to take advantage of that stuff. But yeah,
you just see that ball just float.
Yeah, it does float for sure. We'll slot fade here. Here's another deep ball for you, Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, when he throws it on time, like he's letting this go. I mean, that's not really exactly open, right? Like he's not even receivers. Like Lance isn't even with the guy. Like this, the corner has a shot on him. He's just gonna kind of gonna trust this guy to go win, and then Lance makes a nice catch, makes a nice play. But the ball is placed perfectly.
Yeah.
So when he throws on time, he can get it there. Like you can see.
Yeah, because every time it's just not even like an extra hitch. It's just he's just
boom,
a little bit of that one, but like the other ones. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this one specifically had like almost like a half hitch.
Yeah,
like one to just step up and make sure he got it out there. But I mean, similar concept of back foot hits. Let's get the ball out. Also, hell of a catch by Lance. That dude's a stud.
Yeah, he is.
All right, yeah, these are the ones where you can kind of see it. Now he completes this one.
Yeah,
but like, part of me, I kind of wonder if this is supposed to be more of like a corner route to more like towards the 20, and he kind of throws a little bit more of an out. But I also just kind of think the ball just dies on him because he just doesn't have the arm strength. Like that's a hard throw to make.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if he can put it on a rope and like hit him right here, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, because you're right. Because you can see how the guy adjusts to it. That it was that ball just died.
Yeah, like he makes a last second adjustment towards the sideline versus just running towards the sideline. Yeah, so I think this ball is supposed to be probably closer to here. He just doesn't quite have the arm to get it out there. It's the next one. I think this one he's a little bit later on. Yeah, another slot fade. Oh no, this ball's
it's
just died on him. This is the same slot fade that we saw earlier, where he makes. I like the read and I like the decision, especially when this is your guy, and they do get the PI. But like you can see, like also like look the arc. I think this is going to get out of the picture. No, just quite, but like this ball died on him, and it's looping. Yeah. Hey, at least I'll say, at least he can draw the PI. At least you can get that. In the NFL, that's a 30-yard game.
Exactly.
But not exactly. We would like to see. Also, love this tight end or whoever that is pointing at the yeah. On top of it, too, this other spot where I think he's probably got a little bit of an advantage over, or not even a little bit of an advantage over
a huge advantage. You're being nice. You're being nice, Matt.
Yeah, I was being too nice at the beginning, but yeah. This is just the scrambling ability. Like maybe you can say, hit the drag here, which I could agree with you. But what I like is that he does have in the bag that he can make guys miss, and he has the athleticism to make plays happen with his legs, especially on like a first down. Like see him make him miss that tackle in the backfield, and then just kind of make a couple nice cuts. He's not super fast or anything like that, or super shifty, but he makes good cuts and decisions to pick up yards with his legs. The other thing I like that he does, especially on these scrambles, he uses the ball as a weapon. Like you'll see him kind of like pull up for the pump fake, and I think that gets some of the defenders to freeze for a second and create some extra room. Same kind of thing here. Maybe you can hit the tight end on the check down here.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, he could probably go there.
Yeah.
The pressure is starting to come as you can see, and like he doesn't have his feet set at that time. And either way, he just recognizes, hey, I got man coverage. I got a wide open lane. Like, let me just tuck this down and I'll go score.
Yeah.
So the other one, just a nice read, and then the movement skills, the legs to make it happen and really cash in.
Yeah, because I mean that's all poise. That should really shows off his poise too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the blitz doesn't make it. There's no panic in him. That he just stays calm.
Just move. And I like too, like the blitz is coming, right? We might have a little bit of a breakdown, or you got to tip your cap to the defense here for just a good blitz call because the center's late to pick up the backer. Mm-hmm. But like you're right, like he's still looking to hang in the pocket for a second and make a throw. It just made more sense to tuck it and run on that one.
Yeah.
Same thing. He's going through his reads, and like you can see, he keeps his eyes up. Like we'll see it better on the end zone view, but like he's not just going to be quick to bail out of the pocket. He wants to throw the ball first. It's just nothing's really open. Like maybe you can come here, but we do have a corner waiting to drive on that route, and he just makes a smart decision or the smart and the safe decision and uses the leg to pick up that those extra yards.
I mean, if he had a big arm, he could have threw it to Lance there, but he doesn't. So that's called awareness.
He's like, he knows what. He knows how he's built.
Let me just run.
Yeah. Just good eyes, go through his reads. Yeah, you can tell like he wants to throw the ball. He still wants to throw it. Still wants to throw it. Still wants to throw it. Screw it. Let's go run. On top of that, too, like North Dakota State did use him on a lot of design runs. I'm like, I think this is a design play. Like, I kind of like this. This is a nice little innovative thing. This is what I'm talking about, where like he uses the ball as a weapon. Like, I don't know if this is a legit RPO or he's just trying to like deke the defense. But what I'm assuming they're trying to do is they're trying to hit 3 here on that little drag route, like to fake like the split zone, and they're kind of hoping that this linebacker would take the bait. But the linebacker actually does a pretty good job of staying home, so that's not open anymore. And he just kind of sits there and says, or just makes an adjustment really more than anything. Ends up finding the lane and doesn't quite get the first down there, but picks up 9.
Yeah.
Again, just using the ball as a weapon. Like, hey, I know I can't go here anymore, but defense doesn't know that. So let me just pump fake, get those guys to freeze for a second, and then run into each other with a nice little block here from the slot receiver, from Trey Lance's brother.
Yeah.
Go make a play. I like this one a lot because he sets up the running back's block really well there. Mm-hmm. Like this similar, remind me a little bit of when we were watching Tommy Millott early this year. Just not quite the same speed, but like you can see him start to stem it in here to bring that defender to get that safety to kind of come and take on the block.
Yeah,
and then open up that outside lane that he hits. You got a little burst there.
Yeah,
I like it too. It shows a little toughness. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's an athlete, man. He can
play. Yeah, he can scoot a little bit.
Yeah.
You can really see him how he sets up this block on this angle. Again, just kind of stems it inside. Like he stays inside the running back here, and then boom. Now we bounce it out. Hit that second gear. Again, show a little toughness here at the end here. Takes the shot, gets back up, gets back into play. This next one was just kind of a nice little move. Again, I don't think he's like really shifty or anything like that. Like I wouldn't expect as much. But I appreciate the gamer mentality. This is the FCS championship. I think it was 3rd and goal. Mm-hmm. Layout. A little John Elway spin in the end zone.
Yeah. Get your helmet knocked off. Look at that.
He's tough, man. I like it too. Takes command of the line of scrimmage pre-snap. Boom. Nice move. Next one's going to be 2nd and long. I think this is the quarterback draw. Yeah, they ran this a lot with them. Whenever they would get a lot of man coverage looks or these like cover 0 looks,
Yeah.
They love running these quarterback draws with him. Like you can see, like just hits that back foot, take it down. And I like this too. Like he's not, again, he knows how he's built. He knows he's not like the shiftiest dude. He's not Lamar Jackson who can get on this guy's toes and make a move in a phone booth and make him miss. He makes this cut pretty early, but he does it decisively and he sells downhill enough and then explodes out of it that he makes the safety wrong. And that's what allows him to go pick up the first down. Also, nice job using the ref as the lead blocker here. Little screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think another thing that separates him from Aidan O'Connell, especially with Chip Kelly's offense, that ideally has a mobile quarterback that they can deploy. So,
yeah, man. See, after watching that, I watched it again, and did I watch Aidan O'Connell? Like, whew, this might be closer than you think, because you got to understand he's gonna play in preseason. They're probably gonna run him in preseason. They're gonna do some runs. He's gonna do, Chip Kelly's gonna be able to mix it up with him. If Chip Kelly knows how to get a quarterback going with the run game, he's gonna, he did that with a bunch of guys and won a bunch, won some Pac-12, Pac-10 championships. How long ago it was at Oregon. So, man, this is gonna be a lot closer than you think. Because this is talking about the dig routes, the timing, just his toughness. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot closer than we think.
Yeah, I can see Cam Miller having a really good preseason, and if he doesn't like just outright win the backup job, like a lot of fans clamoring, like why didn't he? Because especially going up against a lot of vanilla coverages that he's probably used to, and too, I mean, obviously he's going to go up against guys that are also fighting to make the roster, so he's not the talent jump isn't going to be quite as steep as it is for him if he were going to be a starter or something like that, but. I can see him having a pretty good preseason and being a guy that stands out this next month because he has a lot of things right, makes good decisions with the football and all that stuff. Like I keep saying, every time I watch him, I'm like, I see why Tom Brady just loves your game so much because he's a smart quarterback who doesn't have the strongest arm and can move a little bit too. So it makes sense. He kind of in some ways, like he does have a little Brady to his game. Obviously, he's not got a long way to go to be a 7-time Super Bowl champion and stuff like that, but. Like you can see, like, okay, this is why you're in rhythm a lot. You're making good decisions and you're accurate. That's a Tom Brady like quarterback.
Yeah, that's a great combination to have. Is that?
Yeah,
it's gonna be closer. It's gonna be closer, guys, than you think. I'm telling you. All right, so hit the subscribe button, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Right, check out Friday Night Live. We did training camp, and then check out all our camp battles. Got all the camp battles. Go ahead, just hit every single one. We got a couple days left, and then we'll be back with our 53-man projection, and then you guys can yell at us about that on Tuesday. So we'll be doing that on Tuesday. Do 53-man projection, and then we're off, guys. We're off to training camp on Wednesday. It's football season, guys. It's football season. I posted my daughter at the band, man. I was ready to play, bro. Like when I posted the fight song when they were playing the fight song earlier. I was like, I was ready to put it. The locker room was right there. It was right behind me, Matt.
Grab a helmet and shoulder pads. You ready to go?
The locker room was right there, man. I was ready. I was ready to go right in the locker room, bro. I even said it to my friend, and he was like, he was ready to play too. And I showed it to him. So yeah, it's football season, guys. We're here. We made it. We made it. All right, guys. Hope you, like I said, a whole bunch of content you guys can watch for all the camp battles. Go ahead, check that out. Go ahead, check that content if you're your first time here. Hit the subscribe button. We're out of here. Peace.